Hello and welcome back to the Craft Mansion. I'm David and in today's video we'll be continuing the bullet journal for 2021. If you would like to see how I made this bullet journal, this is River Song's diary from Doctor Who. You can check out this playlist over here and there's also the previous months, but up next is June. If you've already seen my previous videos, then you know there's a process behind my monthly plans. And every month has a theme that introduces the month. And for June, I'm going to use Doctor Who. So Doctor Who not only inspired the look of the journal, but also the month of June. I already sketched out some drawings, as I usually do, so I can go straight into the drawing. Similar to January's introduction, I folded 2 pages inwards to create the doors of the TARDIS. Then I used a double-sided tape roller to stick the back of the folds to the adjacent pages. Of course, I did the folding before doing the sketching of the whole month. Of course, here I couldn't write page numbers in the usual black, so I just used, well, white. The real TARDIS is bigger on the inside.
Smaller on the outside.
And voila! So is this one. This was a pretty stupid mistake. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. Each day is marked by a straight line and a box, indicating the date and day of the week. This was an interesting piece because I integrated watercolor pencils with some acrylic highlights. My only concern with this is the back of the paper. Well, I need some extra paper because I need to hide this. It's quite ugly like this and I want to write on there, so of course, paper. And I know it may seem awkward like this, like why would I tear paper and not just cut it neatly? I think it kind of gives off this scrapbook look thing with the torn paper. I think that's good, so some glue at the back and it can go on neatly like that. And to make it fit in, I'm just going to add some lines over here. So I just recorded the whole explanation of June, and there was something wrong with my mic, so I have to record it again. Here we go. So, the intro of June. We have the Peter Capaldi intro over here with the spiral clock, which is going like this, always going inwards and becoming smaller, and then we have the TARDIS on the front. Then if we open, we see a classic version of the TARDIS, so I kind of mixed different time periods from the show, because, well, the show is about time travel, so I kind of put that in this as well. In fact, there's the old version of the console with a green color. Now these are different colors because they are different weeks. Since they weren't in a straight line, I had to indicate somewhere where the first week was and the second week and so on. And this time I put the days of the week at the bottom over here. The villains and aliens in Doctor Who sort of change their appearance a bit through the different eras, so I put that here as well. And we have a Dalek, the Judoon, the Weeping Angels, Sontarans, there's the Cybermen, the Ice Warriors of Mars, the Vashtanarada, the Silurians. For example, these are the old version of the Silurians and not the ones from the rebooted series. This is the Empty Child, the famous Fez, the Silence, the Ood, the Zygons, and the Nesting Conscience, where they manifest the appearance of plastic. And there's this little gun in their hand, because, well, their hand sort of chops in half like this and there's a gun inside. Then we go over to the first half of the first week and we have a blue theme because it's a Moana theme. Now most of the quotes in this month are songs, and I won't be putting those songs as I usually do, like a voice over, because I'm trying to avoid copyright infringements, and there's a lot of songs in this month. And so the first quote is, "That voice inside is who you are," said by Gramatala to Moana. Then in the second half we have the DeLorean, and they quote from the famous Doc Brown,
"Your future hasn't been written yet. No one's has. Your future is whatever you make it, so make it a good one."
And we have the back of the DeLorean over here as it shoots somewhere into the future or the past. Then in the second week we have a Rapunzel theme, and there's "I'm where I'm meant to be," which is said by Rapunzel in a song, and so I put these lanterns because they are very famous from that particular scene. On to the third week, and we have Lannister colors because we have a quote by Tyrion Lannister from Game of Thrones.
"And a mind needs books like a sword needs a whetstone."
And there is the golden Lannister line over here. For the next week we have a quote from Tarzan, which is said by Kala, his adoptive mother. And I know Phil Collins actually sings this and not the actress behind Kala, but Kala sort of says this during the song, so anyways, it's here. And it is, "You'll be in my heart from this day on, now and forever more." And we have the half-naked Tarzan over here. The final quote is said by Gandalf the White, and it is,
"Do not say, do not weep, for not all tears are an evil."
Hello, this is Editing David. I just want to make a remark. That quote is so good. I mean, he says "do not weep," but I weep every time. I mean, it's literally the only quote I have in my room over here. And I have the stuff over here of Gandalf the White. Now if I look back upon the intro to June, well, there's a lot of streaks on the TARDIS. This wasn't intentional, but since the TARDIS is made out of wood, it sort of makes sense. There's streaks of the wood. I mean, I like it. If you sort of close one eye and half close the other one, you see, it's good. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below with what you think I should do next. If you are new to the channel, you can always subscribe and ring the notification bell down below. You can also, well, subscribe over here. These are some more videos from my channel, and until next time, this is my 2021 bullet journal. I'm David, and this is the Craft Mansion. Hopefully the sound is good now.